Hello everyone. In the previous we have seen like the purchasing options for the EC2 instance. So in the instance you can see here the reserved instance, dedicated and scheduled. Whichever instance you want you can choose. So today we're going to learn more about security groups. So what is exactly the security group? What are the term and what is the use of the security groups? We're going to learn today. So if you see in the coming video I'll show you means what is the VPC and that all. So for this in this video we'll consider the default one. So what is VPC and that we will continue in the further ones. So if I want the security group, why the security group is are important. So in this security group the main important term is like if you launch an instance. So once the instance are launched, so how will you protect that instance from inside or outside also, in the coming request also and going request also. So how will you assume that as my instance is secured and my instance is going very well. So at that times we can add the rules over here, not like the firewall rules, but it's basically like that only. You can assume that but not exactly that. So if I want to say that okay, my instance will okay only take like http and https request only and not other request. So you can use the specific request. So I'll going to show you how you can do it. So click on that create security groups, just give here the name and that all the things. So consideration for now and taking the default one, the VPC. So the main thing in the security groups are like inbound rule and the outbound rule. Inbound rule is basically like the request going to the server are the inbound rules. Outbound rules are like from server to the client. It's like from server you're going the request to the client side. So that are the outbound rules. So in the simple term, if I say from client to server and server to client, so what are the from client to server are like inbound rules, and from server to client are the outbound rules. So we can specify for the outbound rules are generally it's like okay, for the all traffic we can serve means any for the every any client it can send the specific rules. So starting with the inbound rules, so just click on the add rule. So here we can choose the n number of types. So there are the n number of types over here we can choose. So custom TCP, UDP. I'm not going in the depth of the what is the UDP and that IMC, ICMP, IPv4 and all that all. So here are the types of your custom protocol: all TCP, all UDP, all traffic, SSH. SSH is like if you want to just connect to the server like that. If you want to give, so that this is the SSH. For the mailing purpose only SMTP is used, DNS, HTTP. If you want only HTTP or if you want both HTTPS and HTTP or just HTTPS, you can just give here. And all the things over here means from the only if you want that okay from AWS database like RDS or PostgreSQL or Oracle, any of the database, only that database request will go to the to my server, and then only server will give to them only. So we can also choose that also. So if you want that okay, my database should send the request to my server for any operation, and after that operation again in the outbound rules you can also specify that okay, I want to give to again my after doing my operation you can save the data in the specific my instance only. So you can to database you can give here the options. So in the custom in this rule I'll add like all traffic for everyone, any of the over the internet my traffic, my instance will accept this traffic. So if I check any only custom TCP or any other all TCP, same as it is. So I'll take as the all traffic. So in this all traffic, I cannot specify the port range, means specific port range. So like in the term of SSH, the port range is like only 22. The port number 22, only this port number will accept this request. So it is like that. So I'll take again all traffic. So any of the traffic port range from the source. So where from where source in the which source should I accept this accept the request? Anywhere from IPv4, anywhere from IPv6, or only my IP. My IP is like if you assign any specific IP like 10.10.10.10. So this IP only so my request only. to accept the server. So I'll choose a anywhere from IPv4. So it's like 0.0.0.0/0. This is the CIDR representation. And if you want to give the description, you can give. So this is basically you have set one rule that anywhere from the traffic all over the internet, it will choose this 0.00, means any of the IP address will connect to the server. If you take is like custom TCP, sorry, like if you take SSH, so from where custom source anywhere or from specific IP, all the request from SSH to the server from port number 22 is only allowed. You can also add multiple rules. So if I want to give that SSH also should give, I can access the server, and also my database should also accept the server. So the both, like database will also access to the server and SSH will also accept the server. This is the example for this. And what are the outbound rules? So outbound rules, so my server will give the request to or to whom. So anywhere means like if I given the request to the AWS and AWS is also responding to me, so it is like it is responding to me, so it is like outbound rules. In that also you can also specify, okay, only SSH only you have to give the request. If I request to SSH, it will also request to me only. So if you do that, okay, give to the request to the server, but if you don't, if you cannot do the operation or anything, so at that time take the outbound rules also. So in the again you can also add that, okay, my RDS database only Redshift and Redshift, yes. So here I have defined like from this to SSH, and Redshift only give the server the request, and the instance will also give the server to the this two both only, not any other traffic. So this is the main thing. And over here you can also give the tags, like if you have created n number of security groups, so at that time you can give the tags like, okay, this is like for the instances, this is for the database, this is for the any other services you can use. So at that time you can give. So the main one is like you have to choose the VPC here. So what in the which VPC you have to create this. So by default in the free tier only or any other tier, they give you the some specific ones, the specific security groups like 2 to 3, they at least they gives you. So if I check here the default one which the AWS has provided me, means to every user they provided. So in this, this it has saying that anywhere from IPv4 all the traffic should come to the server, and from the server to anywhere. So this is basically default one is having like any permission from outside and going to outside, inside to outside. So this is basically two-way connections. Any if you want to give only to the server, it has many of the server. So you can check here which are the you can give the permissions from the inbound rule or outbound rule. So this is the all the types of the what we say security groups which you can implement. So if you have any doubt, you can comment it below. So the more in this also you can export the security group to CSV, like if you want to just tally with what are the things are there we have created, so you can check here. So next in the small topic I'll cover is like key pairs. So as you have seen that what are the key pair it is required, it is like an key, means for the lock you can consider as an instance, and this is the key to access that. So to access the instance from the locally, or you need a key pair. So click on the create a key pair and just give a name and the type RSA and ED or .pem or PPK. So this is for the any of the, means like from the command line you can directly connect it to it, but this PPK is for the Windows type, but most probably it is preferable to use the .pem, because any of the command line you can use and you can access to that. So most probably many of the user or many of the people use .pem only. So with this key pair, once you have created the key pair, it will download one key pair. So note that you have to keep it like safe, because if anyone get this, if your keys got compromised, so anyone from the internet can access your instance and it will destroy or do any of the thing to your instance. So just keep in mind to save this key, always save this key. Yeah. This all the from the this key pair. Again, in the action is like import key pair or delete of the manage key. This is just nothing, but if you want to delete, you can delete. That's it. The last third topic is like the instance types. What are the instance types are there? Compute optimized, accelerated optimized, storage optimized, memory optimized, or general purpose optimized. So what are the things are there in this? So compute optimized is means you want the computational power, means if you want to calculate anything, means auto anything, you can use the computational. Accelerated computing means there is a game, so at that game the many processor work together, like our main CPU also works and our GPU also works, so at that time you can use the accelerated computing. Storage optimize, if you want to just do the storage thing per type for the instances, you can use the storage optimize. As its name suggests, it is like that only. So memory optimize also just a RAM processed, you can use the memory optimized. And general purpose, like any we do for the t2.micro, when we launch the instance, you can here do here in the general purpose, means like you have to use a very small amount of thing you want to do, so you can use the general purpose. But beyond the general purpose, we can use the computational compute optimized, like there is a node server or there heavy operations are going on, we can use the compute optimized. And if there is a gaming like thing or any heavy software, then accelerated. These are the main terms over here. So if you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment below. Thank you.